yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, dude. All right, folks. Well, it's my second weekend after I moved up to Virginia. I got a long weekend, so I decided to come up to Pennsylvania to the homestead, well, to the homeland, my parents' place. On Saturday afternoon, my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. Love you. Wish I was hanging out with you, but maybe next year. We'll get the first birthday and Valentine's Day in a long time hanging out together. But at any rate, I'm gonna go kind of wander around. I haven't been up here in a while, so I want to kind of go see what's what. Go walk the fields, walk around the woods, take a look and see what I see. I saw some deer earlier today down on the lower fields. My dad's got about 80 acres here, and there's some bordering property that we have permission to hunt, and then across the road here there's about 400 acres of state game land. So it's a good area. You got the river down over the hill here. It's a real good area. Growing up here, always had a lot of good success with small game hunting and deer hunting. So we never did turkey. It wasn't something that we did, but I'm gonna. Hopefully, I've gone out a couple times in my adult life, but I never really got into it. But this year is I'm going to turkey hunt my butt off, hopefully, down in Virginia, and then try and get up here a couple weekends. It's only about a 2-hour drive, maybe 2.5-hour drive to get up here. So I would like to get my first turkey. And we always seen a lot of turkeys around here, and just never did it. It wasn't something my dad did, so it wasn't something I did, you know. But I would like to do it. It'd be a lot of fun. At any rate, I'm going to go check out some things. Let me show you around. So I'm out behind the barn right now. I'm going to go walk down the woods, but this is the back pasture here. Well, old pasture. They don't have any horses anymore. Yeah, there's a local Amish guy that does hay now on the property, but this is all the backside. There's more over to the left, and a little finger of woods that comes down through here behind the barn, and then all this field out here. That's all on my dad's property, and you can see on the other side of the trees over here a big patch of field, and then tree line that kind of comes up this way, and then another finger of woods. So wander around and check this out. See what we see. We still got we have quail, pheasant, rabbit, and squirrel is open till the end of the month. So that's why I got my handy dandy stuff on. Got my binos to actually remember to put them on, so I can look around, see if I see anything else. And then, if I see a rabbit or a squirrel or pheasant, quail, see if I can have a snack for later. That'd be pretty cool. But at any rate, off for a walk. See you later. This is the one side field over here. So these woods out here. There's that little strip I showed you a second ago. Walk around the far side. I would feel I shot a few deer out here in this field. A couple back here in these woods. It's quiet out today. It's nice. There's all farm country around here. A lot of Amish. Kind of a mess along the edge here. Probably needs cleaned up. A bunch of deer tracks along the edge here too. But there's always a mess of deer running around here. Some deer tracks right there. Small game's usually pretty good too. Oh, there's a nice track. Dad says he hasn't seen any turkeys in a while, but they usually come and go. They get down in these hollows over here along the river, and they one day they just kind of show up. You see them in the fields. Usually pretty big flocks of them. There's a lot of tracks. Be nice to see some turkey tracks too. The ground's kind of soft from a lot of rain it's had lately, so get some good tracks. I always enjoy it here. It's just quiet. There's no traffic. Not a lot of people running around. No noise. As a kid, I come out in these woods and just play all the time down in these woods. Tree forts and just forts and jumping off rocks. And there's a creek down here in the bottom of these woods here, and go down there and find salamanders and all kinds of stuff. You can walk down to the river. I used to do that a lot. Walk down the river and walk back up. It's fun. Enjoy it. It's good to get out here and walk around and explore. There's a river down there. So it's the Susquehanna River. Dumps out into the Chesapeake Bay. Spent a lot of time out on that river canoeing around. Used to canoe out to those islands out there. Go camping. A lot of good memories there. And this is a pretty big flyway too for waterfowl. Get a lot of geese flying over here. Walk around back along the edge of the field on the backside of my dad's place. Not a whole lot. We're definitely rolling through here. A lot of sign from droppings and tracks and trails. Found a couple old scrapes and some old rubs. There's one right here. There's an old rub right there. Saw another one back over behind me. But not a whole lot in this one spot right here. I mean, there's sign. I mean, there's deer rolling through here. Definitely some does rolling through here for sure. But I mean, up kind of where we're at, I mean, they're cruising through here. I doubt that they're. This is where I've always seen them kind of traveling back and forth. So, in front of me over here, kind of to my left front, goes down to another big draw that goes all the way down the river. And I know there's some bedding down in those areas, and there's some probably some core area where they're hanging out. Same as over here to my right. This is where that other draw behind my dad's barn is. And they know they bed down in there. I've always seen deer bedding down in there. So, but, I mean, there's some sign running around here. I know they get a lot of pressure around here. This is a big hunting area, but they do get pressured pretty good. Saw one squirrel. He's still running around, but yeah, keep wandering around, see what I see. Yeah, here you can see. They've been traveling through here, so I don't know if you can see this, like right here. It's like a highway going through here and coming in. Just all kinds of tracks here on the edge. I'm right on the edge of the field now. All kinds of tracks, and they go back in, and then they drop down over that way into that gully I was talking about. And that gully kind of runs this like this, drops all the way down into the river. You can kind of see the river right out in that way. So yeah, they cruise out, they feed out in the field here, and they cruise down in there. Here you go. It's a pretty good rub. It's older. A few of these around. Bunch of scrapes. So I just walked up around from the far side over here, where I just walked around the point of this draw here, down here below me, up around behind the barn, along the edge of there, and there's a whole bunch of trails to cut in, and you can see where they're running up along the woods there. There's a big trail right on the edge of the field, in the field, droppings everywhere, tracks everywhere, and there's like scrapes all along the tree line. You can see where they've been nibbling at the branches there. And I just walked into the woods, found a couple rubs, and a couple scrapes back in here too. But a lot more sign on this side than I saw on the other side. It's kind of strange. why it would be that much different. Because this is closer to the house. Who knows? So I don't know if you can see how well you can see this behind me, but Susquehanna River, all the way up on the back side of my dad's place. And it's all runs down below me here to the river. It's one of my favorite spots on the property right here. Always has been. I used to come back here as a kid all the time, play on these rocks and these woods here. But you can see here, especially this time of year, you can see down the river. Yeah, even in the spring and the summer, you got the leaves. It's beautiful. And you get a good look right here of the view down the river. Island out there, I used to canoe out to the island. Yeah. Good old mighty Susquehanna River. Yeah. So the one thing I have noticed, there's a lot of good sign. I'd like to see some more rubs, but there's a few. But there's a bunch of scrapes in it. There's one right here. Yeah. Looking branches. A lot of dove. That's good. There's a lot of scrapes, a lot of trails, a lot of tracks. A few rubs that I've found. But one thing I noticed is that there's I had a really good mass crop, it looks like here. A lot of oak trees. And there's this, I mean, there's tons and tons of acorns. Tons of acorns. You got a couple that overhang the back field here. There's a lot of acorns in the field here, and then a lot just walking around back in the woods there. Anytime you're anywhere near an oak tree, and there's a lot of them. There's just tons and tons of acorns. So that's good. I hope next year they have the same kind of mass crop. That would be nice. Would be very, very nice. Well, so far looking like they got a lot of deer running around here. That's the way it's looking. Found this. It's a button buck. Well, at least it was. There's all this hair. This is old. This hair here. And then the carcass. Can't tell. It's obviously pretty old. Can't tell what got to it. I was looking to see if there's any tracks. Maybe some coyotes got to it, but can't really tell. Who knows how old this is and what it's from, and something's been scavenging on it, I can tell that. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's left over from rifle season, if that was in November, or maybe even archery season, and end of December, the late archery season. Maybe someone shot and wounded it and died here, and something scavenged it. I don't know. But who knows? We've seen that many, many times, having these game lands across the road. People go in there and shoot something, wound it, come across on our side here. One year my dad shot and killed a doe that someone had shot in the leg, and it was dragging his leg and running through our property. And he shot it and put it out of its misery. This is during rifle season. So, who knows? I hate seeing stuff like that because you never know. I'm hoping it's, maybe like a coyote kill. That's not great either, but it'd be better than someone poaching or shooting a deer in my dad's field for no reason, or just a wounded animal. Well, that's a wrap, folks. It's getting a little windy and chilly out here as the sun goes down. It's a good afternoon, though. Spent the last couple hours wandering around out here on the property. Saw some good sign, deer trails and tracks everywhere in the fields and back in the woods. And, a lot of scrapes, a few rubs. Didn't see really much as far as wildlife. A couple squirrels, and that's about it. That dead deer, which is unfortunate. Who knows what happened with that. It was good to get out. enjoy myself. Nice and quiet, peaceful, wandering around, checking some things out. Really good mass crop, as I said. Hopefully that translates into a good spring turkey season. Didn't see any sign from the turkeys or any, being around, but who knows with them. They kind of wander this whole area, so you never know where they're going to be when you're going to see them. But hopefully in the springtime they'll be wandering around, and hopefully there's a good mass crop in the fall for the deer season. It'd be good to get up here archery season. It's not a long drive to get up here, so it's easy to get up here on Friday night after work, and hunt Saturday, and then go home on Sunday. So hopefully I can get up here a few times in the fall, do some archery, and then get up here for rifle season, and maybe even the late archery season and after Christmas. So we'll see. A lot of opportunities. So, but it was a good afternoon. Thanks for following along. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook and Instagram at Old Breed Outdoors. Hit up our website, www.oldbreedoutdoors.com. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like and a comment. Appreciate you all following along. See you next time.